Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm, we're going to be playing the newly buffed Garrosh. The changes are cool. He's still a tank. He's still very fun, but his circumstances are still very defensive. So, it's a YouTube video after all. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out, and I am going to tell you all about this character in this Warhead Junction game versus... looks like a Lemme, Kira, Zeratul, Stitches, who's going to see a lot of play still, and an Asmodan. While we are playing the Vikings, Vala, Garrosh, Butcher, and Kerrigan. So we have a shitload of melee, a couple Vikings who do not split up, the Vikings apparently, and a Vala. As long as Vala lives, our whole day is going to be much better. Are we going to get this nice easy kill on Kira? Looks like Butcher is just going to get run away from the meat and die. I don't know if he got it. We can check, actually. He didn't. He did not pick up the meat. Didn't have his even 5, so... gonna have to hit that Q to cancel the channel on the Asmodan. Way to go! Now, Garrosh's biggest change, which is, by and large, the most important thing that a lot of people have been asking for him for the longest time, is to get his into the fray, which is his allied toss baseline. Now, a lot of people were saying, hey, just give it to us on a talent, give it to us on a quest, give us something to do to, work for it if you still think it's as good as it is. But Blizzard just said, fuck it, here you go. You're just gonna have it from level 1 on your 1 key and, make your decisions. As it turns out, this ability is still insanely difficult to use around minions and around, bad players who just like to stand on top of you. So, I think that in and of itself is going to kind of even things out as far as the usability of the talent. But the talent itself is on a 45-second cooldown, and you're going to throw an ally that does 102 damage when they land and slows by 30% for 2.5 seconds. Just gonna stop that channel one more time. And then they're also gonna have 20 armor after they land. So theoretically, you can throw people like an Arthas. You can throw people like an Imperius or a Butcher. Any number of characters who want to just go in and do things, you can do that. And they'll have a bit of defense on them. They'll be able to reposition. All of our Vikings are dying because Lemme is just targeting them and they have no idea how to split their characters up. But that's neither here nor there. This is about Garrosh. We're talking about our big man. Our big, scary, toothy orc dude who throws people. So, the ability to use this from level 1 is extremely useful, but one thing to remember, if you weren't picking this ability already, don't stand on top of friendly minions. I'm sure you're going to see me do it plenty of times this game. And you have to make sure that your teammates aren't standing on top of you when you're trying to save a different teammate. They really, really do love to just magnetize and clump onto you as the tank when you're going to try to do something important. Garrosh thinks that Zeratul thinks that he's just going to be able to interrupt this forever. I don't agree with that. So we're just going to stun him, slow him, whack him with a couple of auto attacks, do so much damage that he cannot get away. The other cool thing about having Into the Fray baseline is that it does very much open up a different build for Garrosh, because there are talents on the same tier as Into the Fray used to be that are very anti-carry, that have different connotations to the way that Garrosh is going to play. So one of the things that you may end up doing with this character that was kind of popularized by Rusty T, one of the bigger GMs, quite a while ago. He pioneered this Decimate build for Garrosh, and in doing that you take Oppressor and you take Decimate, and essentially you have the ability to walk at the enemy team, turn off a lot of their damage, and turn off a lot of their movement. Not sure why she rode that one all the way around, or just head scratcher, but whatever. We'll let it go. I'll take the easy kill. Make me look good, thank you. Right. But the other talent updates that Garrosh got are going to be still to his 7th tier. He got this fun new talent called Lotar Ogar, and this is going to basically reduce the cooldown of your Into the Fray by the number of enemy heroes that you hit with the ally that you're throwing. So, if you toss somebody into 4 people, 4 enemy heroes, you're going to instantly reset the cooldown of Into the Fray. So that means the person that you have thrown in to maybe die, you can now throw out because you'll have the cooldown immediately back. Otherwise, I think it takes 12 seconds off for each hero hit, which is in and of itself very fun, but I was struggling to find a lot of use with it because a lot of the teams that I'm playing into when I'm playing Garrosh aren't clumping a lot. It's hard to find big resets for those high impact plays. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it at this point, but you can go into try mode with the character and just throw the friendly dummy over and over again at the enemy dummies until they die. It's hilarious, but not in any way practical. So keep that in mind. And then let's see what else happened. Oh, right. Oppressor itself got changed from only being Garrosh's auto attacks reduce spell power to now auto attacks and bloodthirst. So now your W and your autos reduce spell power. I think it's 30%? 30% for 2.5 seconds. So that is crazy good for damage like Zeratul and Li Ming and Kira and Asmo. Literally, their entire team is just hard fucked when they try to trade into us with auto attacks or get anywhere near us. It's just, you're not going to do any damage to me. All you're doing is giving me more armor. I'm going to get more health from you. I'm going to slow you down, and I'm just going to make sure that you have a bad time trying to fight me. I can't throw the Ultralisk. I'm so upset about that. And then I threw an enemy minion. I'm going to die under the fort here. Oh my god, 158 health. Never mind, I'm too tanky. See you later. So, that being said, the other thing that got nerfed about Garrosh is the Intimidation. They dropped this from 40% attack speed slow to 30%, which is fair. The reason that it was so high previously is because it was supposed to compete with Into the Fray. Now that it doesn't do that, I'm assuming their thought process is like, we gotta tone it down, because this would be kind of oppressive. Get it? But that also happened with Oppressor. So both of the talents at 7 did get a bit of a nerf to compensate for being more pickable, which is, I'm down with that. I'm totally down with that. Let's see, what else? I don't think anything else changed. Oh, she's gonna get away. I'm so upset. Nope, Butcher has been tossed in. Looks like Zeratul is just gonna get stunned and thrown. I don't know if he dies. He has VP'd me in a bush away from my team, but at the same time, I'm just so ready to be here. You have no idea. Now I'm gonna die. Turns out I was not in any way ready to be there, and at least my team got the other kill, right? They got Ming? Yeah, I traded. Whatever. Making space. That's what we do, even though it wasn't intentional in any way. I think they're gonna kill Olaf. Olaf is definitely dead. Vala is standing in a bush with absolutely no health. Not real certain why, but that's fine. Where were we? Nope, none of the talents changed on 4. 13 didn't change either. Neither did 16 or 20. Right? I kind of want to look at the patch notes. So, let's see if I have those up. Whoop. There it is. I'm 90% certain it was just early game talents, since previous Garrosh got the updates to the late game talents. So let's see. Yes, that is exactly it. That was everything that happened. Can we save the Butcher? Turns out we can try. There is 3 of the enemy team here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out, but he might get some meat before he dies. Can he do it? He's been killed in the air as I am trying to toss his ass out. I've been pulled, but at the same time, this this isn't too bad. If it's just the two of these fuckers, all we have to do is continue auto-attacking because we do have our auto-attack reset on our Bloodthirst. Ah. Couldn't get that last W, unfortunately. And then the fact that all of the enemy team is showing up right now in the 11th hour to help these two fuckers out is a little bit disappointing for me, but, you know, whatever. Vikings are pushing the siege camp and the Merc camp, sorry, the siege camp and the catapults into the bottom lane. Looks like Asmo's going to deal with that because the Vikings are, again, not split up, so there's no pressure in the lane that they just came from. Yeah. But let's talk about the build, because this is the kind of build path that is opened up for Garrosh now that this level 7 talent is baseline. So, what we've got at 1, we're going to take Body Check, we're going to take Thirst for Battle at 4, 7 is going to be Oppressor, Decimate at 10, I've taken Blood Craze at 13, 16 is going to be Seasoned Soldier, and then 20 will be Deadly Calm. Now, the synergy of all these things together is only really possible because the enemy team does not have the amount of CC that they need to stop me from just running at them. So, all that being said, it's very much made possible for us to do this because of the way that the enemy team is. This is one of the things that you're... Oh, okay. We can kill her. Are you ready? Let's do it. Nailed it. Instantly dead. She doesn't know that I'm just waiting there behind the building. The wall, to get that kill. But Decimate requires very little CC on the enemy team. You're kind of saying, I wanted to play Mal'Ganis, but I'm going to play Garrosh instead, and it's going to be much more subtle amounts of effectiveness. But you get to pick Decimate, which is super fun for the character, meaning that you're going to get lots of damage, you're going to reduce a lot of damage, and you're just going to be insanely difficult for the enemy team to deal with. Oh no, I have been eaten. I was not paying attention to the stitches, and I think that's the first time he's gorged me all game, so that's something I'll probably have to look for. Okay. Let's just back away. We can leave. We don't have to be here. The catapult got the tower. Kerrigan's out too. Everything's fine. Back to the build. So Blood Craze at 13. No, we already did all that. I can tell you why I'm picking all this shit. So level 1, the body check. The body check is giving you an extra button. It's going to be on your 2 key. But I'm not taking Indomitable this game because I don't necessarily need it. Even though it would help me take a lot of stitches hooks to the face for my team, I don't care. Because I want to be more focused on auto-attacking and healing than I am waiting for an opportune moment to go in or go out. So when you're playing this build with Garrosh, you have much more range to step up to the enemy team from flanks or just, you know, straight bull rushing them if you need to. Can we get her? Nope, she's gone. She has left the building. Now, right, but again, when you're looking at the enemy team, you've got Ming, Kira, Zeratul, Stitches, Asmo. They're literally all ability damage unless Zeratul has taken the auto-attack talents, and he has. So that is the only issue that we may end up having, but even then, all of the armor that we have on Garrosh protects us so well from auto-attacks from Zeratul, it's kind of like, whatever. He didn't even take Might of the Nerazim, so we don't have to worry about empowered auto-attacks. We just have to worry about him maybe kind of punching us every now and then. They're not even close to done with this boss, and Asmo wasn't there to help them, so we're definitely going to steal it from them after killing everyone. Maybe a VP or two. We'll deal with that. Boss is hanging out all cozy in there with us. Just a nice little group chat for 4 seconds. But the talents, the way that they're going to synergize together, body check specifically, the 1 is going to drop the healing and give us another form of slow. So with this build, we have a lot of opportunity to slow people down. We have a lot of ability to chase after people, especially with Decimate, and we can still set a lot up for our team. So we have an effective threat radius very, very large around us, and it's more than it's just our Q knock-up and slow. It's now our Decimate, our Q, and then if we can get to the point where we can get a combo off, Now we've got body check to ruin some healing and slow down as well. I'm gonna get hooked. Huh. Yep. That was just such a teeny little baby hook too, and I even saw him step up, and the enemy team is really upset by my presence, so it's okay. It's fine. I still have my grouped up Vikings. There's a nuke coming down and a boss. Kerrigan's dead. We're gonna get the keep, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, oh. This is like a game-ending scenario if the whole team is there. So weigh your options. I mean, it's given to you. But it's okay, it's a quick match, I don't know what I'm expecting. Lemme almost dying to the Butcher combo, but he is going to die as well. We're just staggering away everything that we've got, so we can talk about the build some more. The Thirst for Battle, the reason this is so good is that it is reducing the cooldown of your biggest heal button on Garrosh by 2 seconds per auto attack. Not only that, but using Oppressor, cutting spell power with your auto attacks again, gives you so much damage mitigation and healing with this character that it is almost fucking impossible for anyone who is just ability powered to kill him. And you could kind of see that when we were fighting off the Kira and the Stitches earlier. Had it just been the two of them, I never would have died. Ever, ever, ever would have died. And then once you hit 20 and you get the upgrade for Decimate, the Deadly Calm, which is going to reduce damage even more, there is no way in hell anyone can ever kill you. It is just, I mean, unless the entire team is just focused directly on your anus after you've been pulled in from a Stitches with a teeny tiny little hook under a keep, then you might die. But the good news is that's not supposed to happen very often. So unless you're a big stupid like me, you should be fine. As long as you're auto-attacking and healing and remembering that you can do those things. And then 13, we've got Blood Craze, which is going to give us another 15% of our maximum health when we use our Bloodthirst on a hero. So that's more healing for us just standing there and auto-attacking and being a nuisance. And then 16, we're just going to take up another charge of Bloodthirst. We're going to get 5% maximum health, and we're going to increase the slow duration on our Q by another second. So it's a 40% slow, I believe, right? Yes, 40% for 3 seconds. Zeratul thinks he's just fine here, being annoying and stuff. Trying to get Kerrigan to go in. She doesn't seem super concerned about it, but now we've got the combo. She knew what she was doing. I had total faith the whole time. Never worried. Whew. But you can see how all the puzzle pieces fit together for this character, especially with the buffs that he's gotten. He's very good at saving people, he's very good at being defensive, and he can just kind of inhale damage now, as long as the circumstances are right. The typical way to build Garrosh still exists, but again, you do have options at level 7. The way that things are going, you can still definitely take Taunt. It's still a very good for comboing a bunch of damage and killing people. Looks like Asmo's dead. He's just given up on life. Taunt still very, 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 very much pickable. Probably take it still more often than you're playing Decimate. But when you are going into teams like the ones that we saw on the enemy side here, you have a whole new build path with Decimate, with Oppressor, with healing. It's just really strong. Super, super good. I promise you. But you have to put that puzzle together in your mind. You have to make sure that, you know, you're okay to pick that kind of stuff. That is going to depend on you as a player, so do your best. The build, one more time, it's going to be Body Check at 1, Thirst for Battle at 4, 7 is going to be Oppressor, Decimate at 10, 13 is Blood Craze, Seasoned Soldier at 16, and then Deadly Calm at level 20. I think you can also take the Body Check upgrade at level 20 if you want to. Let's say you still took this build, but you ended up taking Taunt instead. The Body Check upgrade gives you lots of healing reduction, so it's 100% worth it, I think, if you don't have Decimate. But the whole reason Decimate is good is because the level 20 upgrade is so fucking busted. So if you end up taking this anyway, good luck. Assuming you make it to level 20, you should be fine. But that is it for Garrosh. We will be back tomorrow. Blaze, Garrosh, Muradin. Muradin got changed on his baseline queue, so that'll be fun. But I'll see you guys there. Peace out.